What's going on, guys? Unknown Player here. In this video is going to be a super quick roundup of some cool news that just sort of leaked, I guess, about the raid, hard mode, and also XUR, and a couple other interesting things as well. I did already upload a video a couple hours ago showcasing some gameplay of about 10 new exotics in Destiny 2 and their perks. I'll link that video in the description if you haven't seen it yet. I want to update you guys on some pretty cool news that just came out. So firstly, we have the official trophy list for Destiny 2 that emerged, and in it we have some pretty interesting details. But you got the basic trophies like reaching level 20, acquiring each subclass for Titan, Hunter, and Warlock, complete a call to arms, complete a public event, flashpoints, all the kind of basic stuff. And then down to the bottom we get a Nightfall Strike, collect 15 exotic weapons or armor, complete 30 challenges, and then it says complete the Leviathan raid. So there you go, Belly of the Beast is the actual trophy, but now we know the official name of the actual Destiny 2 raid is called Leviathan. It's a pretty strange name and definitely doesn't seem like anything to do with the Cabal. I mean, we've already seen and basically confirmed by now that the raid will take place inside the European Dead Zone, but this kind of suggests otherwise. I'll talk about that in a second. But also another trophy is to complete the Leviathan raid or a Nightfall on prestige difficulty. So it seems that Bungie have completely gotten rid of the term heroic or hard mode, and it's now going to be called prestige. Or it could even be the case that prestige is a level above heroic and we still have that. But I'm pretty sure this will be replacing the heroic terminology, because it was pretty confusing between hard mode and heroic. But there you go, it seems the new terminology is going to be prestige difficulty. Now, the final trophy is probably the most interesting one. Now, this one is called Lest Ye Be Judged. Now, it says encounter an emissary from beyond. So obviously that terminology is very vague, you can't really tell what it's about. The icon actually does give away all of the info about what's happening here. So if you don't recognize the symbols, I actually made a video very recently talking about how Luke Smith at the reveal event had a hoodie where it showcased these blue symbols, which were very mysterious. They also match up to a bunch of complicated images about the Alpha Loop experience. So it has been a pretty big mystery, and one that Bungie said they're excited to one day reveal and actually talk about what they mean. And Luke Smith has been very, very cryptic about it. But if you look even closer, you'll see at the top left-hand corner, it says IX, which of course stands for the 9, the very mysterious group in Destiny. So there you go, these symbols actually relate to the 9, and the way it says encounter an emissary from beyond sounds like it could be the new XUR. It may be XUR himself, but it could be a different agent of the 9. But it sounds like there's going to be some kind of emissary from beyond, wherever that is. It could be the 9's homeworld, it could be another dimension. It's literally anyone's guess what the term beyond means, but there's going to be some kind of emissary to do with the 9 visiting us that also has a relation to the symbols. So I want to talk a bit more about the raid and the name Leviathan, because it is very, very interesting. Now, I don't think the final boss is going to be a Leviathan, I doubt it anyway. But if you don't know what Leviathan is, basically a giant deep sea creature, a very huge, very intelligent sea creature. Now, I doubt the final boss of the raid is going to be a sea creature. I think the raid is kind of like symbolic, but you'd assume that the final boss of the raid would be Ghoul. So I'm not really too sure why the terminology Leviathan is coming into this. But if you follow the lore closely, and especially the Books of Sorrows and the Taken King, you remember the Leviathan was a creature back when Oryx, before he became a god. And apparently he was a disciple of the Traveler, and the Leviathan tried to fight with the Traveler in a war against Oryx. Eventually Oryx did win and killed the Leviathan, but it's interesting that the Leviathan was allied with the Traveler back then, and now this raid is called the same name. So maybe there's a connection, and maybe the Traveler will have a big part to play inside this raid. That's why it may be named after it. But something else that came to mind is that we've seen the moon Titan, one of the 4 locations in Destiny 2, but this moon is basically an entire ocean. It's covered in water everywhere, but there are Grimoire cards that do mention ancient Leviathans from the pits of Titan, so maybe that has something to do with it. Maybe there are Leviathans down under Titan, and that Grimoire card was also actually talking about the 9, so it all seems to link into each other, the 9, the raid, the Leviathans. But all we can really do is speculate. But I still feel like Ghoul is going to be the final boss of the raid. But who knows? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Like I said, I did upload a super detailed video breaking down a bunch of exotics we've never seen before inside Destiny 2. If you want to watch that video, then you can click on screen right now to be taken to it. As always, if you enjoyed this video, a like rating would be much appreciated. And I'll see you guys next one.